points, and of course those points will lead down the stretch. You can have passivity if you don't do too much. There's a penalty warning for that, but we've thankfully seen very little of that. It's been explosive stuff here on the final day.
And those first three matches, if you can top those for the rest of the night, this could be the best night of World Championships ever.
Yeah, I don't think we've had too much interventions by the referees, and that's the way they want it, that's the way we want it, and I'm sure you guys as fans want it that way as well. But who's going to get what they want at the end of this one, Russia or Turkey? Kaya mauling and sprawling, trying to get forward here. GOGAEV the taller, but not doing too much.
And if GOGAEV wins this match, that's going to be 2 points for extra points for Russia on the team score. So, you know, the balance of the team score sometimes is made up in the consolations or the repechage. And so bronze medals, there's only 1 point difference between a bronze medal point and a silver medal point. So if GOGAEV wins, he's only 1 point behind Sabalov in terms of team scores, and it would be huge for the Russian Federation. I love the way he just dug an underhook and then pushed in and snapped down the front headlock. And Kaya doing a nice job of controlling that elbow with his left hand and not allowing GOGAEV to pull his elbows up and get to a corner and get behind.
Will he get that warning halfway through? You heard it for yourself. Kaya told to get on with things here, otherwise the clock will go against him the next time. GOGAEV defending, moving around.
And we're going to see another passivity call if Kaya doesn't score here in probably the next 5 to 10 seconds. They want to get a point on the board early, and then a lot of times they'll equal it out if there's not action. So I would be very surprised if now there's the official saying action red, action red. He does now offer the second passivity call, and now Kaya is going to go on a 30-second shot clock or activity time. You'll see the numbers counting up here, and when if that number gets to 30 seconds and Kaya has not scored, GOGAEV will be awarded 1 point.
Shooting for it there, good movement from Kaya. GOGAEV gets round the back. Well, Kaya was trying to attack, and in doing so left the door open.
And GOGAEV, he wasn't moving his feet at all. He was standing very static, and then when he decided to go offensive, his level change, his penetration, and his blast shot was as fast as anybody I've ever seen. That athleticism, I wish I had. He probably has more athleticism in his left thumb than I do in my whole body. Wow, that was phenomenal with it. Little blood, and they want to make sure that our officials and our UWW wants to make sure that there's no blood on the mat, no blood on the athlete. This is untimed. They have as much time as they need when it comes to blood. Now, injury time, there is a count up on that, but blood time, they're just going to make sure everything's cleaned up. Now watch, his feet are they're very close together. Pop. He posted the elbow, so Kaya had his right hand posted on the shoulder. He posted the elbow right into a left-handed high crotch, and then a finish. It's unbelievable.
Yep, and as just you said there, some blood on the dance floor, and I think it's from the ear. Some running repairs required.
On his left ear. So that means he was hitting a left-handed high crotch and driving into his opponent with his left ear. Now you see a lot of these athletes with swollen ears called cauliflower ear. What happens, the ear, there's some cartilage in there that tears, and then it bleeds, and then it calcifies, it gets hard. Often because we drive across with our head and we hit knees or hips, or we get hit in the head with a hand, that will swell up and stay like that. Almost a badge of honor in some places.
I was going to say, you don't have to have that. You can get that removed, drained.
You can, but a lot of times then you have to take time off of training.
True enough.
Nice little right arm swing single by Kaya, more of a straight single. And he brought the leg very high, and now attacking the hips. Let's see if he goes right into his gut wrench.
Well, they certainly heard the whistle there. regardless of the blood to the ear, and it is the 2-pointer.
So the official had to think about that because his knee wasn't down, but it wasn't really a step out. So he awarded a caution and 2, I believe.
Yep, 2 was given.
I wanted to make sure it was a caution. The referee, I was looking over the screens that we have, and he did present a caution and 2 against GOGAEV.
It was just the 2 that was held up.
So that means that the mat judge and the mat chairman confirmed. Remember, 2 of the 3 officials have to agree in order for the call to be made. So they agreed that there was control and it was 2 points.
Those 2 points could prove pivotal here. World Championships in Paris, building to a climax, the final day in this bronze medal final, so to speak. Kaya and GOGAEV in the balance here. Turkey or Russia for the bronze.
And once again, since both of them have 2-point takedowns, the person who scored last was Kaya. There's an underline underneath his 2. That means if the match were to end right now, he would have criteria. But I'm sure with that action that we saw in the first period, there'll be more.
Yep, lots of wrestling left. Goes for that single leg. Excellent elusive movement from Kaya. Slips away into the Parisian night. They lock up again.
Again, GOGAEV really doing a job of snapping the arms off of his shoulders. So Kaya was posting with his hands, and it's almost like he was getting the dirt out of a rug. He was just bringing it up and then snapping it down, trying to get the dirt out or the sand out of your towel when you go to the beach, and clearing those arms off his shoulder. And if you can clear the arm straight down, with his quickness, he can attack a leg and look to score a takedown.
He certainly pulled the rug from under him halfway through that one. Tries for it again. Good hold of the head this time.
And he buried his head in the hole. So underneath the armpit of Kaya, looking to go to a single. Kaya, very fast himself, was able to run his feet and not allow GOGAEV to get an angle to score. Very rarely are you going to see straight attacks where 2 trains on tracks hit each other square on. Usually you're going to see an angle or some type of counter.
Yep, some type of counter required. I think that the tape to the ear has fallen out onto the mat there. Neither wrestler doesn't care. Going for it, tries to get around the back. GOGAEV, and he's going to get the 2 for that takedown.
GOGAEV, I think he's kind of thought about not attacking the knees of Kaya since he can limp him out so fast. So on his double, it was almost like a Greco high dive. He came low, went to the knees, went straight up to the waist, and now straight double. Put Kaya on his hindquarters. He's going to try to rock him to his back. He's rocked him to 2-point exposure. He exposed his back past 90 degrees. So a 6-2, just like that. GOGAEV put 2 takedown from a body lock and then right into a straight double, and now transitioned right into a leg lace. He's going to try and turn him with that, but Kaya did a nice job of turning his whole body and captured the foot of GOGAEV. When your foot is off the mat, you can't drive with it. And so they called a lack of action, back up to their feet. In freestyle wrestling, when you go down to parterre, the referee's going to give you about 15 to 20 seconds typically, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, to do action. If there's no action, they'll bring you right back up to your feet. Most of wrestling in freestyle is done on the neutral. Kaya with a front headlock looking to score.
No question of a lack of action in this one. Last 10 seconds now, bronze medal. GOGAEV, well, he's going to get this done here. Kaya has nothing left in the tank, and it is valuable points for Team Russia. It was a non-stop battle all the way through that bout. Both men giving it everything. Going away with the hardware. Alan GOGAEV. Well, points make prizes for him. 8-2 confirmation. And that's going to help Team Russia climb back into this one.